Good morning everyone, my name is Michelle, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to another video. It's Monday morning the 25th of March. In this video we're going to continue to cover the search for 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers from Hendersonville in Tennessee. Sebastian has been missing since the 26th of February. His last known proof of life was Sunday evening, the 25th, when a neighbour allegedly saw him taking out the trash. After that time, his mother, Katie, said that about 9 o'clock he went to bed. About 10ish, she heard noises in his room and told him to get to sleep. And then she went to bed about midnight. And then she got him up for school as normal at 6 a.m. the following morning, the 26th, and he was gone. That's the story that we've been told by law enforcement. That's the story we've been told by Katie, Sebastian's mother. So, until we're told otherwise, that's the story that I'm going with. Now, where did Sebastian go? A lot of people have said he didn't leave the house of his own volition, and that his mother did something to him, or something happened in that house. His stepdad, Chris, was in Memphis working, and he'd been in Memphis since early February, according to them. He'd not been home since early February, so the stories about him leaving for work on the Sunday night aren't true. We've just got to believe what the parents are telling us until we're told otherwise. If Chris did something to Sebastian, it would mean he'd have to take the 3.5-hour journey back to Hendersonville and then do whatever he was doing to Sebastian, or removing his body or whatever, then going all the way back to Memphis, another 3.5 hours, to be ready to call 911 or the sheriff's office on the Monday morning. And then he'd have to drive all the way back to Hendersonville to pretend that he didn't know what on earth had happened. Is it possible in the timeline? Yeah, technically. But they'd have to do something nifty with their phones. Katie and Chris have said that they were on the phone for about 3 hours on the Sunday night. The cops would have the proof from Chris's phone on his location during that Sunday night into Monday morning. The only way, conceivably, that they could do it is leave his phone in Memphis and have an open line. There was no conversation because Chris was travelling to Hendersonville. But when Katie turned off that phone call, then it would look like they'd had a 3-hour conversation. Whereas actually Chris was in Hendersonville to do something or cover up something regarding Sebastian. I mean, that's possible, but is it likely? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think it's certainly not the top of my list of things that might have happened to Sebastian. Chris has a truck that would have some kind of GPS system, I assume, so he'd have to turn that off as well. I don't know. I just think it's unlikely. However, let's get into the latest news. Now, JLR, during his live stream yesterday, while he was on the search for Sebastian, close to the Rockland Recreation area, where on Saturday, during a search, a cadaver dog, this is the dog, and this is JLR's footage, linked to that live stream in the description box. This dog's a Belgian Malinois, and that dog led down. That's an alert. Okay, so I speculated in yesterday's video that if that wasn't Sebastian, if that wasn't a dead body who was buried in that spot, then that dog has given a false positive, maybe because there was animal remains in the area somewhat recently. But there's been some positive news that has come out from the United Cajun Navy. Now, these are the guys who search for Riley Strain in Nashville, the 22-year-old University of Missouri student who disappeared on March the 8th and who was sadly found in the Cumberland River last Friday, 2 weeks after he disappeared. So they've stayed in Tennessee, or at least some members have stayed in Tennessee to join the search for Sebastian Rogers. They were there on Saturday. It was actually their dog that did the alert, but they weren't there, according to JLR, on Sunday. And there's been speculation that they've been told to stand down by the cops for 7 days. Well, that isn't true. They weren't there yesterday. The news on the streets is that they were meeting with the cops, but they're back today. So this is the very latest from the United Cajun Navy. This is coming from Seth Rogers, Sebastian's dad, who has spearheaded, who has been relentless. Incredible the amount of searching that Seth Rogers has done to bring Sebastian home. And this comes from Seth. The United Cajun Navy will now be leading the search for my son Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. I need you to respectfully keep your distance and do not interfere with these search efforts, their dogs, their vehicles and their search areas. I do respect everyone's help. The United Cajun Navy is taking the burden off my shoulders. Please allow them the ability to complete the tasks professionally. Seth has injured his shoulder during one of the searches, so I think he needs some convalescent time, and at some point he's going to have to go back to work. At some point. Okay, next one. This comes from Todd Tyrrell, who is a member of the United Cajun Navy, and is responding to people on the Facebook groups. And he says, I know everyone wants to know details, but sometimes y'all just have to trust the process to ensure that things go the way they are supposed to. I'm including people's names because the Facebook group I got these posts from is a public group. We trust the Cajun Navy. I don't think people trust the TBI and law enforcement after yesterday. So this was posted yesterday, talking about Saturday. Seeing a live video of your cadaver dog finding evidence of something and then told to leave. After that, being told that LE will not and have not investigated in that area. That is a bad investigation. To just not tell anyone either is poorly done. And Todd replies, remember, just because the internet says it doesn't mean it's completely true. So he's giving vague answers, but reading between the lines, was there something there? Was that not a false positive? And then this is from Todd Tyrrell in response to everybody talking about the dog search. In response to the video about the search dogs alerting yesterday, search dogs showed interest in an area on federal property that was closed due to the damage from recent tornadoes and wind damage. All information was shared with the corps on the federal government-controlled area. Searching will resume tomorrow. Trust the process. Trust the process. So I'm assuming that the local law enforcement are not able to take control of that land. So the federal government has to do it. If it's federal land, can they not get a search warrant? Is that not how it works? I don't know. Does the federal government trump everything? I don't know. I'm not American. Let me know. But they're not giving up the possibility that this may be something relevant to Sebastian's case. Maria says, we are trusting the process and have faith in all of you and appreciate the hard work you all do. However, I think people are just curious why no further search or investigation was done when the dog hit an area yesterday. It's just concern, and we want an update on why that area wasn't further investigated. Even if it wasn't related to Sebastian, it could be something else of importance. I think that's the main reason why people are frustrated. I know you don't owe us any answers, but the public has become so invested in this case. We just want Sebastian found. By the way, I would also search the area or wooded area close to the barbecue place the mom and stepdad were all yesterday. Todd says everything is being done. Trust the process. And Todd, to address the rumours, there's a rumour Cajun Navy was asked to stand down for 7 days. That sounds untrue. And Todd says, due to the nature of the case, we have no comment at the moment. However, he also said this, we will be back tomorrow. So that's today. We will be back tomorrow. So they haven't been told to stand down for 7 days. They are going to be there today. So these are very intriguing indeed. So we just have to be patient, trust the process, and be confident that Seth has put this search into good hands. And the United Cajun Navy are working closely with law enforcement. So we're just going to have to wait and see. And yeah, but hey, Chris and Katie Proudfoot maybe aren't waiting to see. Apparently, they've just got out of Dodge. It was said yesterday that they just packed up their camper and Chris drove away with the camper and Katie followed in her car. Where are they going? Are they escaping? Are they going on the run? I don't think so. I just assumed that they were going to Memphis. Now, it's been said that Chris has lost his job in Memphis or he's moved jobs from Memphis. Is that true? Is that more rumours, speculations? I don't know. I mean, if they were going to run away, they wouldn't take an extra car with them, would they? So I'm just assuming that they've gone to Memphis, but I may be wrong. Anyway, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. Let's stay positive. Let's see what today brings. So with that, I'll see you very soon. Bye, guys. Oh, Scooby. Will do.